Elder.
Get on that gunship, soldier. I want Fort Strong cleared and that stockpile secure.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try to keep him in your sight. Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down, and then hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
Nothing like flying in style.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
split the difference.
There?
Now calm down.
Do you want to do it?
No, no. I think you've almost got me.
Sir. Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
What sort of assignment are we talking about?
The kind of assignment where all of the training you've done finally begins to pay off. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Super mutants? I thought the enemy was the Institute.
Super mutants are no better than synths. They're a reminder of man's folly when it comes to harnessing technology. Whether it's using biochemistry to manipulate genes, or trying to create life from a bunch of circuits. It's the wrong path for science. As members of the Brotherhood, it's our sworn duty to exterminate these abominations in every form. So, can I count on you to get the job done?
What do these shells do?
The Fat Man launcher is an essential part of the Brotherhood arsenal. It's a miniature nuclear payload, in a man-portable format. A squad of troops armed with one of these is virtually unstoppable. If you ever have the pleasure of firing one of them, allow me to give you a word of advice. Don't fire one of them in close quarters. There won't be enough of you to bury in a shoebox. That enough to go on?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Hey,
Need something?
over here.
Affirmative.
Move here.
Got it. How can I help you, Knight?
Nothing like flying in style.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Having the Pridwin moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
Target acquired. I'll try to keep him in your sight. Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down, and then hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
Searching through it could prove beneficial.
A noise! Huh? What's that? Someone there. I can hear Must have been nothing. Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off. That sound! What is it?
Send them back to hell. Nice try.
I heard something.
Clever. Do it in the Brotherhood.
This area's obviously been abandoned for quite some time.
Hey.
Where do you want me? The main bit. This place.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
That's it.
Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a
Excellent.
while.
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen this.
Let's see what we found. Excellent. We have a weapon in here. What's our next move? I'd just leave that if I were you. Whatever this thing was, it's been totally torn to pieces.
There's little left here. I am getting hungry. What have you? Yes, we should move north, range out, and hunt. So boring. Oh. Yes, brother. Someone there? What? Who's there? Huh? What's that?
Hey.
Ready.
I hear something.
They've gone dark.
The age of the super mutant.
And now, a
Gone
word
now.
or several
Pity.
from our sponsors. Power Noodles. Our chef only says one sentence, but that's okay, because he only serves one thing. Here's Big Maybell, with a whole lot of shaking going on.
A noise? Gonna splatter your brain!
I suggest sorting through your...
Dance?
Look at this place.
Right. They're no different from anyone else.
Have you taken leave of your senses? These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a... It would...
Sure. Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking...
The ink spots? Maybe. I mean, the song's called Maybe. It's definitely, it's for sure.
Anything useful?
A noise? No fight today. That sound! What is it?
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed. If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word. Head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells and the mess.
Watch your step, sir.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Dance is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Where can I get more signal grenades?
I'd use the supply I gave you sparingly. These devices are far more complex than a standard smoke grenade. Should you need more, you should acquire them from Proctor Tegan.
Will the vertibird stay and help me fight?
I'm afraid I can't spare a fully armed gunship for this task. A standard transport will have to suffice. Of course, nothing's stopping you from using the door gun while in flight.
The best weapon for survival out here is a pocket full of caps.
Signal grenades are usually reserved for our paladins. In your case, you should be grateful that I'm making an exception. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
What about those energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team detected?
Our scribes are confident that the energy readings are from Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency. But the source is unknown. We're still detecting them on occasion. But by the time we send a team to investigate, they disappear. Just watch your step. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute weapon. Is there anything else?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Any suggestions where I should look next?
All I can suggest is that you keep your eyes and ears open, Knight. We have every available scribe working on a way into the Institute. It's only a matter of time before a method presents itself.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator? I can guess. Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship broadcast by bus? All right, all right. Just don't tell him. Okay, bye.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Man, you haven't lived until you've tipped to Brahmin with a vertebrae. Now that's a challenge.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
I'm looking for some firepower.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
Proctor Tegan,
What can I get for you today?
let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves, so I need legs on the ground to hit up farms in the area. We'll be requisitioning a portion of their harvest, and I need that food crated and ready to go for when I send out a collection team. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian farmers, by any means necessary.
Any means necessary? You're giving me carte blanche on this.
You said it. Like they say, if you aren't with us, you're against us. Think you can handle that?
I'm in.
Perfect. Here's the location. Convince the settlement to support the Brotherhood, or take over the settlement by force.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull from the outside.
Proctor Tegan.
Those farmers give you any trouble? I trust you know what to do.
I'll take a look.
Be my guest.
Damn ferals. Radiation has a twisted sense of humor. Docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting green.
Pinging remote units at 30-second intervals as requested.
Internal monitoring active. Looks quiet.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
I don't know about Skrodneraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Put 2 in the head, and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
I'd recommend keeping open flames safely outside of the Bridwin's hull.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster...
Attention all personnel. Research patrols are a crucial facet of our operation here in the Commonwealth.
Synths are the worst. They hide in plain
Any Brotherhood soldiers that have not received a research patrol assignment should speak to Proctor Quinlan immediately.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Tegan might have what you need.
This science won't know what hit it.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
What do you mean, crack the code?
The genetic code. The DNA sequences that are in every living thing. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
Why alter it for a short period of time? Why not do it permanently?
Attempting to alter the genetic code permanently? That's too close to what happened with FEV and Spawn, the super mutant. I'm not willing to take a chance like that. I wish I could show you a sample of the compound, but unfortunately I've hit a stumbling block preventing me from synthesizing a sample. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, brother. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Technology's in good hands with the Brotherhood. I know.
There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
Heard you gave those muties at Fort Strong something to think about.
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
Make it quick. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Paladin dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that. We should stock up on supplies before we begin our next mission.
Hey.
What do you want? Feel like trading some equipment?
Why are you bothering with that junk?
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
Liberating. The Commonwealth is a huge responsibility. We'll get the job.
Joining our cause was the...
Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Help! This is an emergency broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. If anyone in the vicinity can come help, now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm new around here. I want to... Got company. got it.